Hello, happy people. I hope you are having just an absolutely amazing day today. So we're reviewing a 10-page collection. 10-story collection called The Infernal Bargain and Other Stories that's published by DMR Books and Publishing and so forth. It's only available in PDF. You can only get it online if you subscribe to their mailing list in order to sell stuff. I thought it would be fun to knock it out since we've been knocking out a few things by that publishing group, like Renegade Swords 1 and 2, and I also did the collection of the heroes of Atlantis and Lemuria, all things in there like Meneley, Wade Wellman, and such. So level odds. I thought it would be fun for me to knock this out since I was free. A lot of people often talk about how pricey the book collections are that I suggest early on. So I thought it would be nice to take a break and see what I think about this stuff and that sort of a thing. So we're doing the 5th of 10. It's called The Sapphire Goddess for you folks. It's by Nictzin. It's Nictzin Dyalhis. For you folks, also make sure it's on the thing so you're sharing it too, and so forth. I reserved an hour and a half last night to perform too, like I typically do. Sometimes I'll finish them faster, but this time I actually was glad that I did so because I knocked out like an hour and 10 minutes. It's probably one of the longer ones, if not the longer ones that I've had so far, by this and so forth. So I'll give you my spoiler free review. But basically what I like to do before is to give you sort of the first few pages in a longer short story like this to get you sort of caught up with what's happening. Basically, we have a character who's 48, which is my age 2, ironically. He's getting tired of life in our world. And so forth, and considering suicide because he's just so bored of the drolliness of our world. And then he has pulled into this fantasy world by somebody who is an assistant, and so forth. He comes in, not sure, but he figures out this is probably better than his life. He arrives, and then he is taken into the care of a guy who and so forth, and after he arrives with his person who's a servant, and then they are attacked by 10 or maybe a dozen dwarves and so forth, and they have attacked him and so forth. So they attack him back and kill the attacking group, but they're wounded. They're joined by a guy who's in whom house they'll heal, who is a half demon called Kodo, a half demon and half elemental for your folks, and he is a hybrid who will also be joining their quest too. So basically the idea is that we'll find out a little bit about the person that was brought in from our world and so forth. He's actually the king of this fantasy world, and as a punishment for attacking an evil sorcerer sent into our world as a child, but because he can't remember, it seems like there's also a memory spell placed on him too. There's a rival sorcerer that they can go to that they hate each other. So they're going to go to him and so forth. Neither one of them are great people. They're very, very evil people, but because he's such a rival, they hope that they can be able to curry favor with him and get the memory spell wiped off of him and that sort of a thing. So that's their quest, to find that person and convince him to help them to restore his memory, so he'll be able to attack and be able to take over as king. Right, folks, I thought this was pretty fun. Unlike another one that starts a short story collection, The Dawn of Storms by Byron Roberts, this actually has a legitimate ending for folks. It's a satisfying ending. Now, not all parts are ended and so forth. But after a little bit, I was like, this is taking a while to tell a short story, right? I feel like it's more like a first chapter in a novel, and so forth, rather than And so again, many parts aren't stopped as strongly as that, but definitely has an ending, and so forth. It's a good ending. And that sort of a thing, but you're left with a lot of open spaces, like what will happen next, and so forth. So it does feel like it leaves a lot open, but it's not. So I'm probably giving this like a 6.5 out of 10. It's fine, it's okay, but I'm not pushing to go and buy this collection, right? That this is from, but I think it's better than the Into the Dawn of Storms by far. but which I gave a 4 out of 10 to. So I've given this a 6.5 out of 10 to. It's fine. It's okay. It's not the best short story. It's not the worst short story. Right? I was bored. Right? It's good. It uses its length mostly well, although probably there's a little too much description at times and not enough plot or action in the fantasy genres. For you folks. Alrighty, so there you are. So that is my thoughts of the Sapphire Goddess for you folks by Nictzin Dyalhis for you folks. If you read this, what did you think about it? Did you agree, disagree? My 6.5 out of 10. Without spoilers, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Remember, I'm not a paid, I'm not somebody who is a trained critic in literary. I'm just a fan of the genres and such that we cover here on the channel. For you folks, just a heads up. So your opinion is just going to be just as valid as mine. So I'd love to hear what you think about this. Alright, so there you are. If you like this video, why not hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell icon to be notified of my 7 videos a week. And then also hit the share with your friends and just go back and watch older things for you folks. And then also please hit the if the title of this channel is the worst thing about new books. It's a quote by a French philosopher, Jacques Joubert, who said the worst thing about them was that they kept us from reading the old ones. And I definitely try to find a lot of older things like this a few years ago in this case. Fantasy, science fiction, and horror. That's the passion of this channel. I also do some other things too, like video games, war RPGs, that sort of thing, or movies, that sort of thing too. But yeah, I try to keep to those 3 days a week of this, just like this is being published on. Alrighty, so there you are. I want to thank you so very, very much for taking some time out of your day and investing and watching my videos, right? Because we all have so many things, right, that are happening in our lives, and we're pulled in so many different directions. So the fact that you spend this time with me, that's incredibly humbling. So I just wanted to check in again. Thanks again, and have a great day.